Everybody in this room knows Matt Schoonover, and I don't know where to start, Matt. But what I'm going to try and start is, today was a little ducky out, and sometimes it's a little peachy, okay? So whenever he comes in and I ask him how his day is going, it's a little ducky. It's a little peachy if the sun's up. But Matt, you started back in Black River Falls, back in probably the year of 1975, 74. Okay, so I wasn't 2, I was 1 when he started. He's got almost 49 years in the service. That's more than, almost as old as I am, right? So I would tell you that I think that it's really important in your life, and it's great to have you here. You followed in your father's footsteps. I just found out that he was the state register EMS, and he was number 63. And you can talk to EMTs about that and ask them what their numbers are, but we're in the 300,000, 700,000 range now. So to have that. And then, so you followed in your dad's footsteps a little bit, and I asked him, how long has your dad been the chief? Forever. He was forever. So that's great. With that, you followed your dreams. You went to the town of Madison. You were the assistant chief there. You were on several departments over in the Wisconsin Rapids area, too many to mention. And then you came to Plover. You joined our department, but if our department wasn't enough for most people, he also joined Whiting. So he's been on those 2 departments since 1990, roughly, and he can tell you the exact dates. But you can say that it's in his blood. And what I would say is, for most people, 2 departments would be enough. But he also had gotten his dream job here in Whiting. And he became a DNR, forest firefighter, and ranger. But what else do? You don't just put fires out. You drive that heavy equipment. Okay? So he's a heavy equipment operator, for those of you that don't know. And some of us have seen that firsthand and been awful close to trees coming down as Matt plowed through. Yeah. He always said, if you can hear my dozer, you're too close, right? And it's definitely the truth. So I would tell you that you weren't only just putting out fires for the DNR and us, but you have been training the future of our fire department and the future of the state and all the villages and communities in our area for many years, involved with the DNR, with UWSB fire crew, and any other trainings that we've seen you on. I would also like to say, thank you to his wife, Mary, his son, Ryan, for allowing him to come and be part of our family. And I think that he was probably part of our family almost more than he was part of yours. And Ryan, I have kids too now, and they would say the same thing. I think that goes a lot to be said of how you felt the fire service was in your life and how important it was. But I would tell you that Matt also has another side. He loves to help people. He helped me build my house. He helped me build my garage. He helped me cut trees. He's helped other people cut trees and build things. If you call Matt, he's there. I don't know how many times he came and helped me and said to Mary, hey, I gotta go do something. Or Ryan, I'm going to help Mark, or I'm going to help somebody else from the department. And everybody in this room, I think, probably has a story of what Matt has done for them over these years, or what Matt has trained them on over these years. I've only known you a short period of my life, only 22 years. But some of the people in this room have known you a long time, and almost their entire lives, or their entire life. But I would just like to tell you, before I open it up to the floor, until there's another tree to be cut, another garage to be built, another house to be remodeled. I look forward to hearing the stories of the things that you do with your family and the time that you spend with your family, Mary and Ryan. And I just want to tell you, I appreciate everything you've done here for this department for almost 33 years.
Thank you. Tim, you knew me before I knew you. We were on the fire, pushing stuff around and stuff. After I got to know you, I showed up at your house with the crew.
Bingo.
He was re-roofing his house. You're going to take the shingles off, but he was putting them on. So we made it through. There's several other stories on the way out that I could talk about. Thank you.
If you saw Matt's face when he came in the door, you knew exactly how much this hit him. That's probably the longest speech that I know that he's ever made. After all these years of public service, you finally realize that you don't always get what you want, right? So suck it up for one more day. My favorite Matt Schoonover story is we were working a house fire, one-story ranch. It was a fire up in the attic. The boys were up there putting hundreds of gallons of water up there. Matt was inside working with the crew in there when the ceiling collapsed down. He managed to crawl his way out of there, came out the front doors. We're all running up to see what's going on in there, and out walks Matt, covered in head to toe in wet, gray insulation. Looked like a giant, dirty snowman. Insulation stuck to his cheesy mustache. He just let out an exhale. Insulation floated in the air. He said, "Well, that was fun." That was Matt. And that still is. Known him for a few decades now. And it's been an honor and a pleasure to have you as a colleague in many different fields of public safety, as well as being one of my mentors and my advisors. And I appreciate that. On behalf of all the people that you serve, EMS, fire, DNR, thank you very much.